The diet that shrank your waist at 32 is the exact same diet making your belly bigger at 42. And once you understand why that is happening, everything about how you approach your body starts to change. Because if you are a woman over 40, you have probably experienced this exact shift where you are eating the same way, trying to be healthy, doing what used to work, and suddenly your body is not responding the same way anymore. Your belly feels softer, your jeans are tighter, your energy is unpredictable, your sleep is off, and you find yourself asking a question that feels both confusing and frustrating at the same time, which is, what am I doing wrong? And this is the moment that really matters, because this is where most women turn on themselves. They assume they need more discipline, more restriction, more effort, and they start tightening everything down. But that is not the problem. So let me say this clearly. You are not doing it wrong. Your body has changed, and your strategy simply has not caught up yet. I'm Amy. I'm a master health coach, a fascia alignment specialist, and I am on the other side of menopause. So I am not guessing about this. I have lived it, and I have also worked with hundreds of women going through this exact transition. And what I see over and over again is women working harder at strategies that no longer match their biology. So today I want to simplify this for you and give you 3 shifts that, when implemented correctly, start changing how your body responds fairly quickly. And then I'm going to show you why most women still get stuck even when they start making changes, because that piece is just as important. The first shift is protein. And I want you to really hear this, because this is one of the most overlooked pieces for women in this phase of life. Most women over 40 are significantly under-eating protein, and not by a little, but by a lot. And when that happens, everything downstream starts to break down. Protein is not just about muscle. It directly affects your metabolism, your blood sugar stability, your hormone signaling, your recovery, and even your hunger patterns. As your hormones shift, your body becomes less responsive to the signals that maintain muscle, which means if you are not intentionally supporting it, you are losing it. And when muscle decreases, your metabolism slows down. So now you are eating the same amount of food you always have, but your body is burning fewer calories. That is one of the reasons your body composition starts to change, even if your habits have not. This is why the question cannot be, how do I eat less? The question has to become, how do I eat in a way that supports my metabolism? And for most women, increasing protein is the first and most powerful lever to pull. When you do that consistently, you start to notice fewer cravings, more stable energy, and your body becomes more responsive again. Now, the second shift is your exercise strategy. And this is where a lot of women unintentionally work against themselves, because the instinct is to do more cardio, more intensity, more output, trying to force the body to respond the way it used to. But here is what has changed. Your body's relationship with stress is different now. And intense cardio, especially when done frequently, is a significant stressor. It raises cortisol. And cortisol is a hormone that signals your body to store fat, particularly in the abdominal area. So now you have a situation where you are working harder, putting more stress on your system, and your body is responding by holding on tighter. And that creates a very frustrating loop where effort goes up and results go down. This is where shifting your movement becomes critical. Strength training, walking, and lower stress forms of movement become far more effective in this phase because they support your body instead of constantly challenging it in a way it can no longer recover from efficiently. And this is also where fascia comes into play in a way that most people are not talking about. Your fascia is a system that responds to both physical and emotional stress. When your body is overloaded, your fascia tightens, your movement patterns change, your posture shifts, and your body literally starts holding tension. So when you shift your movement strategy, you are not just burning calories differently, you are changing how your entire system communicates and functions. And that has a direct impact on how your body stores or releases weight. Now, the third shift is something simple, but incredibly powerful. And that is creating space between meals. Most women are eating in a way where there is constant input throughout the day, and that keeps the body in a storage state. When you extend the time between your last meal at night and your first meal the next day, you give your body an opportunity to shift into a different metabolic state. You give it space to regulate blood sugar, to reduce insulin levels, and to access stored energy. This does not have to be extreme. It can be as simple as finishing dinner a little earlier and delaying breakfast slightly. But that consistency sends a very different signal to your body over time. Now, at this point, a lot of women hear this and think, okay, I can start doing these things. But here is where the deeper issue shows up. Even when you start making better choices, your body may still not respond the way you expect right away. And that is where frustration comes back in. And the reason for that is because your body is often already stuck in a cycle. Inflammation is elevated, blood sugar is unstable, hormones are dysregulated, cravings are driving behavior, and fat storage has become the default pattern. You cannot break that cycle with random changes. You need a period of time where your body can actually reset. And that is exactly why I created the 5-day sugar detox. Because for most women, blood sugar instability is one of the biggest drivers of everything they are experiencing. The cravings, the energy crashes, the belly fat, the poor sleep, all of it ties back to that. So during those 5 days, we remove the biggest triggers, we stabilize blood sugar, we lower inflammation, and we give your system a chance to recalibrate. And what I see over and over again is that within a few days, women start to feel a noticeable difference. Less bloating, more stable energy, fewer cravings, and a sense that their body is finally starting to cooperate again. And that matters because that is the momentum you need. From there, if you want real lasting change, you need a system, not just a reset. And that is where the 6-week reset comes in. This is where we take everything we just talked about and build it into a structured, sustainable approach that supports your body across the board. Nutrition, movement, fascia, recovery, nervous system support, all of it working together, because your body is not a collection of separate problems, it is a system. And when that system is supported correctly, everything changes. The women who go through that program do not just lose weight, they feel like themselves again. They have more energy, more clarity, more confidence, and a sense of control that they have not felt in a long time. So if you are sitting here feeling like you are doing everything right and still not seeing results, I want you to take a step back and recognize that it is not about doing more. It is about doing what actually matches your body now. Start with the 5-day sugar detox if you need that reset, or go deeper with the 6-week reset if you are ready for a full transformation. Both are linked below. But whatever you do, stop trying to force your body to respond to strategies that no longer fit. Your body did not fail you, it changed. And when you change with it, everything starts to shift. If this resonated with you, make sure you like the video, subscribe, and tell me in the comments which of these shifts you are starting with, because I read every single one. You are not too late. You are not too far gone. You just needed the right strategy, and now you have it. I will see you in the next video.